How's it going, gamers? It's your boy Beast Gamer Kuma here with an interesting segment talking about romance in video games. Honestly, my first experience, I was trying to recall when you had a romance choice in any video games. I mean, you could go back to something like Lisa Suit Larry. I don't know why I was about to say something different, but I felt that that game actually promoted that type of romance. I don't know, get used to me saying that like that. But certain games actually surprise me when it has romance options such as like Skyrim, Baldur's Gate, Dragon's Quest, or Mass Effect. Even Jade Empire had a romance option, which was very interesting to me. And I was like, an obscure action, sci-fi, or fantasy game with an extra step to get personal with each character was always intriguing to me. And as of right now, I'm playing Cyberpunk 2077 after the update 2.0, and I'm already 43 hours into it. Haven't really much touched the main storyline, and I wouldn't really count these as romance options, but so far I've betted a Joy Toy and a Militech Corporal for a special weapon. But now I'm on the quest with Pan Am. And I already romanced her back in 2020 when the game first came out. So it's actually a interesting take going into it kind of anew now in 2023. Now, keep in mind that I feel like the Cyberpunk game needed more romance options because honestly, I would have went after Claire because she's a straight up baddie, like real talk. Not only is she a mechanic, badass with a gun, runs a bar at the afterlife, but she was definitely fine to me. But I get it. Well, honestly, I don't get it because she's a widower, so not like she's seeing anybody. But anyway, this is funny to me because I did have discussions with some of the gamers that don't care about the story mode. But for me, as I'm going through Cyberpunk through all this time, like I'm really engaging in it now versus back in 2020 because it was too many glitches and my game would freeze each time, which made me rush through Cyberpunk. But now that the game is working, I'm actually enjoying it more, especially with the side quests, the gigs. That's actually giving me more rewards and interesting weaponry, iconic weaponry, mind you. And like I ran into this influencer that had a medical issue that I had to take him to a Ripperdoc. But it's quite funny to me how you can go through a game and get so engrossed with the characters, the storyline, and then it hits you with a romance scenario. Now, there's a few people that you can romance in this game, being Judy. I can't remember the guy's name, but he's some psychopath that you can get a very powerful pistol from. And then you got Pan Am. So I think there's a way to romance Rogue, but I could be wrong. Either way, going through this whole intricate to keep on that storyline is kind of funny to me because when you want to romance somebody, you have to know what to say proper. And getting Pan Am involved with your life and understanding her revenge plot, helping her with revenge, which is kind of funny because when you dealt with Claire, you didn't go the revenge route. You actually talked her out of it. But with Pan Am, she's very, I want to say, fiery. She's like a Valkyrie on a powder keg. Even when she got injured, it was an idea to take her with you to go after the Militech and help Mitch and Scorpion. But now it's like, this is like it's quite nice to get to know somebody and learning these intricates. And I give props to the writers for this, for getting a gamer this involved with the characters in the game and caring about the game. I mean, you don't have to get into a relationship at all. That's the beauty part about actually having choice in a game. You can go through this whole game without romancing anybody. It's kind of funny how it happens that way. It's like, why these characters though? Especially in Mass Effect. My romance was with Jack. I didn't romance nobody in part one. No, no. Part two and part three, I stayed with Jack that whole time. I have a type. Don't judge me. But anyway, back to my main point. This is not going to be a long point. I just found it very intriguing while I'm going through Night City doing all the side gigs, interlocking with the story, side quests, and characters. It's quite fun. and very enjoyable. And I feel like Cyberpunk definitely needs a second chance at Game of the Year. Now that it's fully fixed, I don't hold a grudge. It took them a while, and the best thing about it, CD Projekt Red actually was engaging with a lot of people and answering questions and not hiding like some people were. I'm not going to name names, but other than that, I feel like this was an enjoyable situation, especially when it comes to the romance situations. So, other than that, I want to hear your thoughts. What was your favorite romance in any video game? Like, who did you want to, or who did you favor the most? And honestly, I thought about it. If Final Fantasy games had a romance option, that would be dope. Because after playing Final Fantasy VII Remake and seeing the interaction between Cloud and Tifa, hell, even if you could play as Barrett as the main character, I feel like Barrett and Tifa could make a good couple. And since Zack is alive, we should rekindle Zack and Aerith. But I know some of y'all will want to see Cloud and Sephiroth. That would be a very toxic relationship, honestly. But again, let me hear your thoughts. Comment below. Also, hit that like and subscribe button. Please hit that notification bell as well to stay notified for the future videos. Other than that, thank you all for your time. Happy Halloween, and as always, be stealth.